आधुनिक चिकित्सा विज्ञान में
चलिए।
आधुनिक चिकित्सा विज्ञान में हाइपर एसिडिटी के बारे में क्लिनिकल फीचर डिस्क्रिप्शन किया गया है। पेप्टिक अल्सर डिजीज ए chronic condition with spontaneous relapse and remission lasting for decades, if not for life. The most common presentation is with recurrent abdominal pain, which has three notable characteristic localization to the epigastrium. पहला रिलेशन टू फूड एंड क्या है एपिसोडिक ऑकरेंस, occasional vomiting, nauseating tendency occurs in about 40% of ulcers subjects. Persistent daily vomiting suggests gastric outlet obstruction. In one third, the history of less characteristic, especially in elderly people of those taking NSAID. In them, pain may be absent or so slight that it is experienced only as a vague sense of epigastric. Occasionally, the only symptoms are anorexia and nausea. Our early history after meals, in some patients, the ulcer is completely silent, presenting for the first time with anemia from chronic undetected blood loss or an aborted hematemesis or as an acute perforation in others. There is recurrent acute bleeding without ulcer pain. The diagnostic value of individual symptoms for peptic ulcer disease is poor. The history is therefore a poor predictor of the presence of an ulcer. Pain is the characteristic symptoms of peptic ulcer. It has three notable features: localized to the epigastrium, relation to food, and periodicity. Ulcer pain is typically referred to the epigastrium. In the midline or to the right, it is usually localized so that the patient can indicate the site with one finger, the pointed sign. Occasionally, ulcer pain is not clearly localized. It may be referred diffusely in the epigastrium, the lower chest over to back in the interscapular region, in the 5th to 8th thoracic segments. Pain referred to the interscapular area suggests duodenal or post-bulbar ulceration. The description of the pain is not especially helpful, although patients commonly describe it as burning. Pain varies considerably or severity. It is sometimes helpful to ask the patient about qualifying the symptoms as pain or as discomfort as the measures of its intensity. Most patients recognize a relationship of the pain to food, although the relationship varies between patients and the same patients from time to time. Duodenal ulcer pain tends to occur between meal time so that the patients may describe as the hunger pain, which is characteristically relieved by food. A notable feature of duodenal ulcer is pain awaking the patient from sleep 2 to 3 hours after restricting. The pain of gastric ulcer becomes less regularly. It frequently occurs within our eating, as less often relieved by food, and it rarely occurs at night. Besides the characteristic relief obtained after eating. Ulcer pain is almost invariably relieved by antacids or vomiting. Ulcer pain is characteristically episodic, occurring regularly each day for day or week at a time, then disappearing to record week or months later. Between attacks, the patient feels perfectly well and may be eat and drink with impunity. Goods or pain may be the at first last only a day or so at the time and occur only once or twice a week. As a natural history evolves, however, episodes being to last longer and occurs more frequently, so that in severe case remission of pain may be short-lived and pain is discomfort become more or less persistent. The cause for these relapse is difficult to establish. Seasonal factors may be operative, sometimes psychological stress may be blamed, sometimes dietary distress, and sometimes alcoholic excess. Most commonly, no reasons can be found for the relapse. Pain is sometimes absent or so slight as to be diminished by the patient. Such individuals may complain of other symptoms such as a feeling of distension in the epigastrium or a poorly defined sense of uneasy after eating. Other complaints including episodic nausea and sometimes anorexia, as well as heartburn or water brush. Vomiting in ulcer patients almost always relieves pain, and when it is persistent may result in weight loss. The helps to distinguish it from vomiting of psychological origin, in which weight is usually maintained. Persistent vomiting in an ulcer substance usually indicates some degree of gastric outflow obstruction, whether due to a spasm or organic narrowing. In such patients, vomiting is usually copious, so that the patient is suppressed at the volume. The patient often recognizes food eating 12 or more hours previously, although there is no constant change in bowel rhythm during an ulcer relapse. Some patients are constipation or diarrhea when dyspepsia repairs. Physical sign. The only physical signs that may be present is the pointing sign, which, when accompanied by localized tenderness, is particularly diagnostic of an ulcer. However, tenderness may be completely absent. In patients with gastric outlet obstruction, the stomach may be visibly distended. A suction plus may be present and gastric persistent may be seen. Investigation हम पेशेंट को कराते हैं. Plain X-ray of the abdomen are useful in the diagnosis of intestinal obstruction or paralytic ileus, where dilated loops of bowel and fluid levels may be seen. Chest X-ray performed with the patient in the erect position is useful in the diagnosis of suspected perforation, as it shows subdiaphragmatic free air. Ultrasonography, USG, computerized tomography, CT, and magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, are key tests in the evaluation of intra-abdominal disease. और ट्रीटमेंट में मॉडर्न में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, एंटासिड्स देते हैं। एंटासिड्स हम लोग ऐड करते हैं और H2 रिसेप्टर एंटागोनिस्ट मेडिसिन देते हैं हम लोग। एल्बेंडाजोल वगैरह देते हैं। और हम लोग कभी कभी पेशेंट को हम लोग सुक्राल्फेट वगैरह का यूज हम लोग करते हैं। ठीक है, थैंक यू।